Hey, this is Kevin with Imagination Hobbies, coming at you with something different. I was going to go through several of my Lego castle style armies that I have. Now, they're not huge, 100 minifig or whatever armies, but, I think they're a decent size, just enough where I can kind of get a few different things going on within the army and have a few different styles of soldiers or whatever you want to call them. And so I was going to go over this one, and this is probably going to be a multi-part series. I think I'm going to go over Black Falcons and maybe one or two more little forces I have in this video, and then I'll continue that on, and I'll do another video, maybe into a third video. It just depends like how long these take. I don't want these to be like super, long, 30-minute to an hour long videos. So just stand by if you like this kind of content or whatever. Please subscribe, and then you'll be able to get notified and see the other ones that I make. I also did something covering my little orc warband in my previous video, so subscribe before you go check that one out, and then you can come back or however you want to do it. I'll probably bring up the orc force again in this little series I'm doing. So let's get into the Black Falcon army that I have here, and just get into some of the characters and warriors and stuff in it. So at first we have, let me see if I can get more light on this actually. I don't know if that helps or not. Kind of just creates a shadow, huh? Alright, so at first we have the heavily armored knights in the front, and then we have 6 of those, and then we have our bowmen. I did something a little different. A YouTuber kind of showed that you can use these I don't know, like bull horns or buffalo horns or whatever they are. Using 2 of those, you can make like a cool bow. So these guys with the black hats have that bow. And a really scruffy looking guy who's joining them. He's using the torso from the new Falconer minifig in the series 24, I believe. Then we got a couple crossbowmen, just because it's just wound up with 2 extra Black Falcons, and these are the parts that I had to use with them. This one's kind of cool. This one's got a brick warrior, little arrow in his hand, or crossbow bolt in his hand, whatever it is. Thought those were neat. Probably gonna order some more of those. That's a falconer from the series. Just took the cape off and gave her like Hermione's hair or whatever. Then we got a wizard, and we got like an assassin guy. I used the falconer body and cape, put a hood, a dark blue hood on there. I gave him like a cool sword from Lego, and then he has a dagger from Brick Warriors. And then we got this Bam, I believe, build a minifigure wizard. And then I had another wizard wand, so I gave him that. And then this little pipe is from Brick Warriors. We got a troubadour, or I don't know what you call it, bard. So that was a series minifigure, and the trumpet thing with the little banner he has is from Brick Warriors. Here's what the other one looks like. That's typically what it looks like right out of the bag. And then we got the character minifigures. And so this is a kind of a mix of some stuff. This big burly guy up here, he is using the new barding from the Black Falcons. And he also has the head from, what is his name? Hagrid. from the Harry Potter Legos, and it's cool because I don't know. I saw this on Facebook. Like somebody had the Hagrid hair like this, and it fits over that Lego armor pretty well. And so I thought that was pretty neat. So he's like a big burly like enforcer guy for the Black Falcons. Then I gave him this mace thing, and that mace is from Brick Warriors. This chick right here, she's like the, I don't know, I guess the queen you'd say or something. She is from the medieval blacksmith, I believe, set. And then I gave her some armor from Brick Warriors. Gave her some of that new barding. This guy's also from the medieval blacksmiths, I think. Gave him an old Black Falcon shield. I just have one of them, so I gave it to him. He's like the leader or the king or whatever. And then there's this barding that is Black Falcons, and I got that barding a while back, and it's plastic barding, and then there's this Black Falcon's like sticker on it. This was before the Black Falcon barding like had come out. So because he's a bit different, you know, I just ran with it, made him like the king. His armor's from Brick Warriors, and then this is Falconer from the Lego minifigure series. I didn't know what else to put in the hand, so I just gave her like a crossbow, and went with the brown gloves. And then this guy is like the tournament jouster guy for the Black Falcons, at least in my little world. And he's using a bunch of armor from Brick Warriors and old cape from, I don't know what, Mega Bloks or something. And he's got some horse armor for the head of the horse. And I believe that's Lego. But yeah, that's my Black Falcon force so far, or Blue Falcons is what they should probably be called. But that's them. So this is like, you know, kind of one of the bigger armies I have. They're all kind of this size. This is just probably a slightly larger. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this one. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next force that I have. And just stick with me here. And here are some more Black Falcons. These were the BAM Knights, meaning build a minifigure. You could go in stores and just put together different minifigure parts and stuff. And so Lego released this torso. And typically these legs went well with it, so we're going to use these legs. But yeah, this torso is pretty cool. So the front of the torso it looks like that. This is the king for the I don't know, my Black Falcon army, I guess. This is the Royal Guard is what I would consider. So they're not necessarily like blue like the rest of them, but this is what the front of the torso looks like, and then this is what the back of the torso looks like. So I just flipped the torso around on like, you know, the Royal Knights and gave him a red cape. So I thought it looked pretty cool. And so yeah, this is my, like, I don't know, Royal Guard version of the Black Falcons. This is an extension of that Black Falcon army. I just had a single dude left over, and I guess I was short on a sword and a shield. I was short on one, I guess, so I just threw a crossbow on him. I could do one of those little maces too. And so this is how it came out. This is using the Harry Potter sword. I thought it was pretty cool with the red gems on it, and I only have one of them, so I gave it to this king. Since their main color is red for this, I don't know, elite part of the Black Falcons. And yeah, so I guess the other guy, maybe he isn't, the other guy in blue, maybe he isn't the king. Maybe this guy's the real king, and the other guy in blue is just like the general of the army or something. But yeah, so we'll move on to the next little faction. These guys came out pretty cool. Yeah, and that's basically the guy in the. Well, let's use this girl in the back. So this girl in the back here with the helmet, sword, and shield. This is kind of what the BAM figure looked like when you were finished. If you were lucky to find, you know, the shields and the swords and stuff. I think I had to buy some swords and shields like after the fact. I just got a bunch of the torsos. But yeah, I lucked out. I was able to get a lot of those out of the building minifigure thing. And we'll move on to the next force. I just went on to a smaller little force I have. Normally these are called the Bull Knights. They were like a Lego series, the chests and the shields, basically. But these Bull Knights, I want to do something a little different with them. I don't have a lot of them. I wanted to make them like raiders, so this is like my little bull raider faction. The heads are, that's not the heads, the helmets here, those aren't Lego. Those are from Brick Warriors. And I think the horns are either from Brick Warriors or they're from Lego. I can't remember. But I went with this look because, you know, they're bull themed and I wanted to be darker and like evil and just like evil raiders. Whoop. And so I gave them like these horns. So these are like a couple soldiers. There's another soldier here. This would be like their leader guy. He's got like a creepy red eye, which makes sense, like, you know, for bulls and stuff. And then we got a Minotaur. And I believe this Minotaur was in a collectible minifigure set. Could be wrong about that, but we got a Minotaur with him, you know, as part of the force or whatever. Like maybe he is a shape-shifting dude and he can turn into a bull or something. But I figured I'd include these really quick. Alright, so next up I want to do something a little bit different. These are the Dragon Knights, I believe they're called, or Dragon Masters. And so these are some old school minifigures. Now the one with that shirt and that shirt are actually Fright Knight torsos with just like swapped arms, I believe. But I thought they looked better like with this faction, and I did something different for like my Fright Knight model, my like undead force. You'll see that eventually. Just waiting on some skeletons to come in the mail. But these are the Dragon Masters. These are probably my favorite. I mean, these are the ones I grew up with as a kid. And some of these are from originally from when I was a kid, and some of them are just stuff I picked up after the fact. And I think I just gave them some random black swords I had laying around, just to keep it the black theme. But yeah, and then this is, oh god, I think this dude's name is Majesta, but I don't know. He's like a special wizard. I gave him a little flame piece from, I think it's Marvel, and then just some little white wand from like a CMF or Harry Potter thing or something, I don't know. And so those guys are pretty cool. And then we got like the Fire Mage over here. That's a old school minifigure. And I think he looks more like that. And then I gave him one of those flames, and I gave him Jafar's hat because I thought it looked cool, and created a little fire staff for him. This is an old witch. She used to have a different torso. I don't really know where the torso and legs went, but I made her kind of like the spider witch, and she's got like old school pieces, and she's kind of cool. And then I got this Red Dragon Knight, and I just put him with the faction too, you know, because they're all kind of red with dragon iconography. And so I just threw him in there too, like maybe he's the champion knight to this like fire mage or something. But I figured this could all be possibly one or two factions in here. They're all pretty similar enough to include together. And so obviously I got to talk about the plumes. Just got to mention it. They're super cool. I got some modern plumes on here just because I didn't have enough of these old school dragon plumes. But man, they are just so cool. They just look so sharp. And so those are my Dragon Masters or Dragon Knights. Alright, then we got, you know, just to round off this video, we got a couple more things. So we got the custom, or not custom, CMF collectible minifigure. This little lady knight, she's like a girl, she's like shorter, And then this guy, I don't exactly know. Yeah, I don't know that this is like all Lego. I don't know where that head is from. I don't know where the torso is from or the shield, but he looked kind of cool, and just kind of put him together and made it look like his hat or his helmet was flying off. And then we got an old school, what are they called? Wolfpack mini, but all I had left was just the torso and legs, and the shield I think broke or something. So I just made him turned him into a farmer, and he's retired. Then we got this princess and the frog kind of minifig, which is cool, and then kind of a pink queen back there for this little pink force. And then we got like the crown, whatever crown knight models I have, or I call it the frozen crown because there's kind of a mix of like frost wizard or frost witch or something. This little husky and ice warrior from a collectible minifigure bag. We got a king here with some armor, a little soldier off to the right, and we got maybe the princess in her blue gown, and then we have like a seer or prophet or something back there with her shiny blue cape, and then we got the knight, the jousting knight. I try to have like one jousting knight for every faction. That's kind of my goal. And so some of the next videos I'll show you, like we'll have a jousting knight as well. I try to keep it like a common theme. And so that's going to do it for today. I'll go ahead and post up another video soon once I have the ability to do so. We're going to go over my Lion Knights and my Crusader Knights and Lion Knights. They're all kind of part of the same faction. They're just different looks and stuff. And so we'll go over those in the next video. Sorry about any shaky cam nonsense. But this is Kevin with Imagination Hobbies. Go ahead and subscribe for the next one. Bye.